I just wanted to do a bit of an update. I'm not actually sat here naked, by the way. It's just I have all my shorts are dress shirts, so I've just sat here in my shorts. Anyway, the it's now 7th of May. It's been a while since I spent time with the family, but the passports are delayed due to all the holidays they've had in the Philippines, but they're due in the next few days, so I'm looking forward to that being done, as it's another tick in the box. Downside is I'm sort of sat here sort of on my own most of the time due to the type of work I'm doing, so it's like I would say Monday to Friday I'm pretty much on my own. Weekends I spend with my daughter Nicole and my parents and brothers, but it's a bit drudgery. I think the closest term that I could actually explain, because normally when I'm working away I have a fixed pattern. I'll be say here for 4 months, so I can start counting the time down, which means you've got something to focus on, because that's your end goal. So you can just say, okay, I've got another month, and push forward. The problem I've got at the moment is, as we look at it, I'm seeing that the flights will probably cost more than I would like because of the time of year we're flying, so that'll cost a little bit extra, so I've got to save a little bit extra. We want to get a camper van, so that's another month's salary, so that's an extra month in the UK, unless I can find other ways to make some money. But also I'm looking at other business ideas, because I'm thinking long term. It'd be nice to actually do something. If we get stuck on the Schengen route where we have to go self-employed, then it makes sense that we actually set up a business that is actually viable. And if we're going to be sat working on it for 3 or 4 months, that is something that we could actually work with long term. So the 3 or 4 months isn't wasted, and it's not just a case of a bit of paperwork, but actually something comes out of the whole hassles of bloody immigrating into the UK or into Europe. I just find it completely bizarre that the way the system's been set up. It's not designed to make life easy for anybody. But I actually find that this route, where it's mainly just orientated around money and going through some hoops, makes more sense than actually immigrating to the UK direct, where they might as well just put "we don't want you," which is the realistic. Let me rephrase that. The British government should go, "We don't want you," because the British government cocked up with the EU immigration. But it's easy to blame and target British citizens because they don't fit into the EU law. But funny enough, we do. This is where the Schengen route actually does support us. Bizarre that we're betrayed by our own government, but it's it becomes a get-out clause, because your loyalty to a country actually diminishes the more they screw you around. And I'm not sure if I could really call myself British anymore. I've got more ties with the rest of the world than I have with the UK. The UK is where, although it provides a good stable income for me, it also creates most of my headaches. But it's interesting today because the kids got a new sandpit, so it's good to watch them on some videos. There's something I advise: you get yourself a little Dropbox. Then your partner can send photos and videos, just drop them in there, and they'll update onto your PC as well as theirs, because you share the same Dropbox. And then when you get time, you do the same. So even if you're not like online at the same time, you can actually keep everything up to date on a daily basis. Also, you can, all your visa documents and everything else, you can process and keep them all stored in there, and work on things together. But right now, I have to admit, I'm getting pretty bored. I started cycling at the weekends as well, which I'm enjoying, starting to get fit again. But I'm still pretty bored. I think it's not a case of something I could find something to keep busy. The problem is it's like I want to do a trek at the moment, so across the Brecon Beacons, but it just doesn't seem right without my wife being there, because I like to do things where we experience it together. So it sort of puts you off doing some of the stuff you'd like to do because you want to do them as a couple. But it's another month, and we're getting close to halfway. We were halfway, but I just sent a chunk of cash out to the Philippines for some repair works to a vehicle. But can't grumble, because I know a lot of people out there aren't in the same position we are, a lot worse off. I've got work. I've got enough work to set some target. Being in Spain before Christmas would be what I'm aiming for. Getting in this summer would be great, but I'm not sure we can hit that target yet, but it's what I'm aiming for. But if you're doing the Schengen route, I'll just say meet up with other people like ourselves. Everybody should share information, help each other, because to be honest, I don't see why we should be shafted the way we are. I mean, not blowing my own trumpet here, but most of the people I know, like myself, all come from skilled backgrounds, which basically means people with partners from Australia, Canada, France, Germany, wherever. Well, France, Germany is not so bad, but Canada, Australia, US, they're getting the same headaches we are, and yet these people are all useful. Same with the guys coming out of the Middle East, they're normally skilled oil working engineers, etc., etc. There are people that actually pay a fortune into the economy. There are people that bring money to the economy, yet the UK is swapping them out for cock-ups with the EU. You know, the media is pushing Romanian gypsies down our throats every week, but nobody actually says how many Romani gypsies are there in the UK that are actually causing these problems. How many of specific minority groups the media focus on, how many of them are actually of the migrants in the UK, and then how many migrants are there in the UK? Because to be honest, it's all scaremongering, and I'm pretty much tired of it. I think the UK is setting itself down a very dark hole. But anyway, I'm not being too bleak. Enjoy the rest of your week. Thanks for watching.